4M car on the inside. Kyle Vanover to the outside.
Out of turn number 4, they'll push it up high. McClure trying to push Vanover into the concrete as they head down. Once again, McClure and Vanover. They're going to push it up. Here's Kyle getting the runoff too.
8 tires are better than 4 as we find out. Here comes the 69 car, Dustin Schmitz. He'll slice down the inside. Fires that baby into the number maybe 2 spot. Coming out turn number 4. Yep, that's what we're going to call it. Well, maybe not. Yeah, he's got it. 4M cars hanging tough though. McClure. See the back end waggling around as he punched the throttle on it and spun the tires all the way down the front straightaway.
Here's Randy Brands at 27. He's trying to move up through the field as he looks to the low side of McClure. We're going to go 3 wide for third as they head down into 3.
Brands got a good thread in the eye of the needle move right there in turn number 3 and 4. He'll slide up into third on the field. We're looking for the top 3 cars. So he's got the final transfer spot for Brands at the 27. But look at this. Here comes the 4M car. McClure back down the inside.
Down the back straightaway, Vanover and Schmidt will take the top 2. Brands running in that 3rd spot right now. That battle for 4th, that is between Jake Masters and Michael McClure. As they're going to take it, Masters will have the advantage at the line.
Jake Masters going to drop the nose very early on the front straightaway, but not as early as McClure. McClure still to the inside, the number 11 car. The Grant Dry Racers got a little bit of contact. Back end almost kicked out from underneath on his Masters. Feathered the pedal and kept that bad boy moving with some forward momentum. The top 3 cars getting away from Masters, but now Masters back on the hunt.
Well, Randy Brands right now sitting in that 3rd and final transfer spot into the A feature. Down on that low side, Masters is going to try to make up some ground on Brands as they head down the back straightaway again. Into turn number 3, off 4, they'll come 3 to go this time by. Here is Kyle Vanover. He is your race leader with 3 to go.
Kyle Vanover's our race leader in a big way. That's like last night. I said they almost won the next heat race. He was so fast. That's what we're seeing out of Vanover here in the number 19 car. He's got the number 1 spot by more than half a straightaway right now over the 69 car, Dustin Schmidt. He runs 2nd on the field, followed by the number 27, Randy Brands. Brands is your 3rd and final transfer spot with Jake Masters still in hot pursuit with 2 to go.
Masters is doing everything, picking it up, putting it down on that low side of the racetrack. Brands running about 1 groove higher than Masters right now. Masters doing everything he can as we've got a right rear gone down on McClure's 4M.
Tough break here for McClure. He was very fast early on, dropped off the pace, and there's your reason why. White flag is out. Final time around for your race leader, Kyle Vanover. One more time down the back straightaway.
Vanover picking him up into turn number 3. He'll bring it out of 4. Checkered flag is waiting for him there. Kyle Vanover will be your winner. Heat race number 1. Dustin Schmidt and Randy Brands will join him in the A. Side.
Leon Sidney out of Sioux City, Iowa, 13-8 car rounds out the field. Casey Woken, the 35 car, back deep in there. Look out, avoids the chaos. 2 of them around. We're going to be able to continue on. The green flag stays out up front. Nathan Wood, your race leader. Well, kinda.
Out of turn number 4, they will bring him back down to the line. It is Nathan Wood. He's looking on the low side. Off that high side, that is Lloyd Meeske in that 32. Murdy sitting in 3rd.
Damon Murdy charged his way all the way up through the field from 17th to 1st last night in the feature event. Right now he runs 3rd, your final transfer spot. Back behind, here comes the 00A of Chris Adams. He's currently scored the number 4 spot on the racetrack, dragging some company along. It's Woken in the number 35 car.
Well, right now we're looking for the top 3 to move. You got a pack of 3 up front and a pack of 3 behind them, all battling, because here comes Murdy as he takes a look to the low side of Lloyd Meeske.
Well, he's trying to get himself off the bump. He knows there's some fast cars coming behind. He doesn't want to be where he could possibly be knocked out of the show and have to come in through a B main event. Damon Murdy giving her everything he's got down the front straightaway right there, just to the back of Lloyd Meeske in the 32.
What a run right now by Nathan Wood, that 52 machine out of Iowa. Picking it up, taking it down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Wood will set it. Now look at Murdy as he gets to the low side. Saw the daylight, took advantage. Murdy up to 2nd.
008 car, Casey, or Chris Adams rather, still tolling along 4th on the field. Casey in the number 35 car, working up high on the racetrack, changing up the line. He's tried to build the racetrack, the top of the racetrack. Sooner or later, he's got to go to the bottom of the racetrack because it's the only part of it he hasn't touched just yet.
Casey Woken in that 35 JW, the Norton, Kansas driver, trying to get around the high side of that 00A of Chris Adams for 4th on the Speedway to maybe get a run at Meeske before this is over.
Now to turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Casey Woken continues to drive the 35 car with as much speed as possible. It's just not quite enough to get around 4th position, let alone run down the number 3 spot. Although that little slip of the grip opens up the door to the inside they go.
Mieske got a little bobble right there. We're going to go 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway, it's Adams, Mieske, Woken. Into turn number 3 they go. Out of turn 4, white flag will fly. We're still 3 wide coming off. Adams looks like he has the advantage on the low side.
Adams got the advantage, but here comes Woken with some steam. The 35 JW car on the binders and back on the gas. Down to turn number 1 and 2. Drops the nose and down onto the back chute they go. That drag race into turn number 3. That's your 3rd and final transfer spot we're looking at right there.
Woken's going to try to shove Adams down, and we got him spinning in turn 4. That makes Woken go too high. Chris Adams gets the run up the low side for 3rd.
Oh my, Chris Adams needs to go back and buy that gentleman right there an ice cream cone, because the number 7 car going around was the only thing that kept Woken back behind.
Andrew Cano.
So 6 heat races for the stock cars. Green flag is out, we're underway. Hang on to it. Stutzman getting a lot of assists on the front straightaways. We got him 3 wide for the race lead.
Shane Stutzman will take the early advantage down the back straightaway, but it is Kyle Frederick in that 50F giving a chase down on the low side. Stutzman, the Milford, Nebraska 22S, working his way with Frederick on the low side. Battle back to the line for the lead.
Sometimes you feel like you're talking about a driver too much. You keep saying the name over and over again, but you can't help it. Zevenbergen is coming from the back. Once again, he's got himself a rocket sled on rails out there. He's got the number 5 spot as one is around. Down at turn number 2, able to continue on. Yes, we stay green flag.
As we battle out of turn number 4, here's Kyle Frederick. That 50F shows the way. Running in 3rd right now, but maybe not for long. The 2X of Trevor Schmidt, your pole sitter, because Zevenbergen is a rocket on the outside.
He's passed everybody right now but your race leader. Pretty soon he's going to make that happen too. Elijah Zevenbergen started 8th on the field in the 66 Z car. And here he comes out of turn number 4. Next to these sights is the 50F of Frederick. He's got the number 1 spot for now.
Well, Jim Larson has set his sights on the transfer to the A feature. There it is, a nice crossover move on the backside of Shane Stutzman. Larson looking to take 3rd as they dip down into turn number 3.
Larson looked sharp in the feature event last night as well. Right now, runs in the number 3 spot. He's got that transfer spot. Here comes Zevenbergen to the outside of Frederick. Frederick, your race leader. Zevenbergen scored in the number 2 position, but watch this move down the back straightaway. See ya, goodbye.
Well, don't give up now. Our final starter here tonight, the 9th spot, Kurt Trusty. He is working his way up on the outside of Shane Stutzman right now. Kurt Trusty, the Wallace, Nebraska 561. He's having a strong run right now.
That is a long road to hoe. He's got 3 laps yet to run down that 3rd position as Zevenbergen slicing back and forth with the number 50 car, Frederick. That's quite the tussle taking place up front. 3rd and final transfer spot is Larson, the 6L car, but here comes the crowd behind.
Out of turn number 4, they'll go. Zevenbergen and Frederick battling for that top spot. Larson's there. Stutzman with a nice crossover as he cuts Trusty off down the front straightaway. Trusty and Stutzman battling back there for 4th. Larson pulling away.
Trusty in a 56T car working down low on the racetrack as Kurt giving it the what for out of turn number 4 as the white flag is out. Final time around. Larson solid in that number 2 spot. Up front, that battle continues to ensue. Zevenbergen to the outside, Frederick down on the inside.
Frederick will now file back in behind Zevenbergen as they dip down into turn number 3. Out of 4, pointed in the flag. Checkered is ready to fly. Elijah Zevenbergen, your winner.
That'll do it. Zevenbergen picking up the win. Frederick will finish out 2nd on the field.
If he's got that thing primed and ready to roll out of turn number 4 as the green flag goes up.
Little hot skip of the jump down in the corner. Larson to the outside. We'll go side by side with Andy Altenberg, who's got its trunk lid flapping on the 00 car right now. Altenberg out front. Here comes Borgman in a 76 car down the inside. One up on the wall. They continue on. Holy smokes.
Borgman's going to work to the low side of Andy Altenberg out of turn number 4. He is looking for the lead. Altenberg's there, but he has got a rear bumper full of Lance Borgman right now. Larson sitting in that 3rd spot. with one going around. That is the 9J of Jeff Jermark.
Jermark stepped out from underneath him, almost collected the two cars back behind. Good reaction time right there out of those drivers. Here comes Borgman, going to take a shot at the race lead out of turn number 4. Looks to the inside. He's pedaling for all he's worth on Altenberg. Altenberg will be forced out wide as he stays down low. Tight car width off the bottom. Larson will take him 3 wide out of turn number 2.
It is Altenberg, Borgman, Larson, 3 cars battling for the lead. Altenberg will take the advantage down into turn number 3. Borgman files it back in behind. Here's Greg Dieters. Greg Dieters in that 29 out of Centralia, Kansas. He's trying to work up on the high side.
Larson squeaked her down in there. Borgman didn't know the nose was up. Got it in and made a little contact right there. Borgman was not unsettled, however, and he's right back on the back bumper of Larson. The 5L car holds down the number 2 spot. We're taking the top 3, and Borgman's back on the bump to 76.
And right now he's got a bumper full of Greg Dieters behind him, but now Borgman back up on Larson. Looking to his low side down the front straightaway. Borgman's going to drive it deep. Larson trying to pitch it down. Borgman's there. Lance Borgman will retake second from Larson, but Larson's going to battle back.
Back to the outside he goes. Larson not done deal yet. He says, nay, nay, not going to happen in turn number 2. You got to take it again in turn number 3 and 4. Borgman giving it to 4 comes up. Contact with Larson coming out turn number 4. Larson back on the bump. Here comes Dieters now.
And look who's moved up. He's still back there in 6th place right now. Casey Workmeister, he's working hard down there trying to get around Dieters right now. He's got his sights set on that 5L of Dustin Larson.
He's got to run him down if he wants a transfer spot. He is quickly running out of time. 2 to go. That time across the straight for Andy Altenberg up front. Larson kicking that baby sideways right there just past the start-finish line. The 5L car trying to hang with Borg, but Dieters right now falls back into the clutches of the 2S car of Alverson.
Right now, Andy Altenberg, though, showing the way. He will pick it up. White flag one more time around the Speedway.
It's funny, we talk about all the racing action up front. You got to look up front, but a lot of times there's good racing out back as well. There's a tremendous tussle taking place for not last on the racetrack, but you can't really focus on that. You got to look up front at your transfer spots. The battle for second, for instance, down into the corner. Checkered flag's going to fly this time for Altenberg up front. Look at this for number 2 spot.
Larson trying to lean hard on that low side of Borgman. Borgman will beat him back to the line for second, though. Dustin Larson crossing the line in 3rd. It is a good one, and it's about to get better. Zach Zettner brings him out of turn number 4 to the line, greens up, it's out. They're going to race down into 1.
Zettner pushed out a little bit wide there on that initial start of the race and checked up the top 2 cars, will allow the number 37 car to come into the mix. Jason Rogers, who had started back 5th on the field, currently sits 3rd, and he's not done just yet. He's on the bump.
Purvis looking to the high side of Zettner as they exit turn number 4. They will bring it back down to the line. Zettner with the advantage. Back behind, though, you've got that 37 machine of Jason Rogers and that 14S of Bob Stayert battling for 3rd.
Rogers has perfected the catfish technique down at turn number 1 and 2. We'll see if he does the same in turn number 3 and 4. He's going to get a little shot right there. A little application of persuasion in the back of the 37 car. Not as quite as tight to the tires, but watch how he can hug it down here. That baby gets through the corner very quickly.
Zettner will be your leader. Rogers right behind him in 2nd. Look at moving up on the outside. That is Casey Jones in that 013. Jones, he's on the prowl for 3rd.
Mighty Casey Jones looking for a transfer spot's what he's looking for. He runs 4th on the field right now, but he's within striking distance. Up front, you're going to have a battle for the race lead now. The 49 of Zettner's got it. Here comes the number 37 car of Rogers down on the inside.
Rogers and Zettner will battle for that lead, about a car length and a half difference now. Rogers will set it down in on the low side of Zettner as he looks to take that advantage out of turn number 4. Zettner off the low side, high side. Rogers off the low side, back to the line by a nose.
Well, you got to give the nod right there to the number 49 car, but look at this battle taking place for your 3rd and final transfer spot as we slide them down in turn number 1 and 2. Very racy track out here again tonight, very smooth, very fast.
Well, Sean Primrose has made his presence known. The 1 machine, he is on the back bumper of Casey Jones. Jones holding that 3rd spot. Primrose swinging to the high side.
Primrose has got that sharp-looking number 1 car hitting the stride down at turn number 1 and 2 as he runs up just about to the cushion. Down out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. He's got a good run to the outside. Almost gets around the 013 car, Casey Jones.
Jones and Primrose, they're going to battle on that high side. And now, look, we're going to spin 2 down on the low side. Jones and Primrose, they got tangled. They moved up towards the wall. That allowed the 70 or the X of Chris Palsrock to move up into third.
Casey Jones was not happy right there. The 0-1-3 car went up and leaned on the number 1 car very hard and let his, dissatisfaction be known. Unfortunately, cut down the right front tire on the 0-1-3. White flag is out for your race leader. 37 cars across, bound for the final time.
Well, how about Chris Palsrock starting in the 7th position, working all the way up into that 3rd spot right now, as Palsrock's looking for a spot in the show. But right now up front, it is Zettner. In second, Rogers, your winner in the 37 machine.
Third and final transfer spot is going to be, what's this down at turn number 4?
2 cars got together down there, and I'm not for sure which ones they. 14Z out of Wells, Minnesota.
Todd Cox, the Beatrice racer, in the 7X car. Jay Schmidt, the 19J, already looking to the outside. Schmidt coming out of Tama, Iowa, has work in the middle of the racetrack, and he's got some company down the inside, but look for Schmidt to go towards the front as here goes the 19J out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway.
Out of turn number 4, we're looking for our lap number 1 leader, and I believe that is going to be Brandon Conkright. No, that's the 69 of Cody Clark. The 169, Cody Clark, your leader.
Rempel settled into second, third, and fourth. Well, whoever comes out of the corner, we got quite the battle taking place. Let's give the nod to Jay Schmidt, the 19J car on the entrance down into turn number 3. Fullenkamp down low on the racetrack. Schmidt threads the eye of the needle. Look at this 3 wide coming out turn number 4.
Fullenkamp battling hard on that low side. Brandon Conkright trying to join back up there. You've got Labette up there. Callis is up there. This is going to get fun before it's over.
It is. If you're going to follow somebody, follow Jay Schmidt. Brandon Conkright made a good move down turn number 1 and 2 right now. He's dropped a little bit lower on the racetrack. As we'll watch him, he's working back deep in the field. Jay Schmidt locked in a bit of a tussle right there. They come together with the 10M car.
Fullenkamp in that 10R car on the low side of Jay Schmidt right now holding third. Rempel, the 21 out of Palmyra, running a strong second. But up in the lead, it's Cody Clark, the Yorktown, Iowa 169.
Cody Clark way up higher on the racetrack than anybody else is around. Goes a car down to turn number 4. We'll be able to continue on. Brandon Conkright kind of got kicked out of the mix. He's facing the wrong direction. He'll fire it up, turn it around. We stay green flag out on the racetrack. But here comes your challenge once again for the number 3 spot, Jay Schmidt.
Jay Schmidt's going to take a look down on Fullenkamp. Fullenkamp, he's trying to get around Rempel for second. Schmidt trying to get around Fullenkamp for third. It's kind of a he likes her, she likes him, and nobody likes the one in first.
Oh, there you go. A misstep, a miscalculation in navigation for the 10R car of Fullenkamp. He's around down turn number 1 and 2. Jay Schmidt now scored the number 3 spot. Fullenkamp able to continue on. So far, the caution flag has not come out.
So now Jay Schmidt will battle with Rempel. Schmidt up to second. Here comes Ned Callis, that 14Z, the Wells, Minnesota driver. He would love to pick up one more spot on Rempel.
Callis had started 1 row ahead of Schmidt, the 19J car. So he tools along. 14T looking down low on the racetrack. He's just got to get around the 21. We're taking the top 3, and Rempel right now, the sitting duck. White flag is out for your race leader up front is the 69 car. Cody Clark takes him around one more time.
So Clark in the lead. He's got a secure spot as long as he just keeps it straight through 3 and 4. Right now, though, we're going to watch Callis and Rempel. That battle for third. Callis driving it deep down into turn number 3. Out of 4, Schmidt will have second place. Here comes Callis and Rempel, and Callis is going to take it at the line away from Rempel and take that transfer into the feature.